What is going on, everybody? I'm just arranging my happy hour. How is it going? I am in from Palm Springs, California, deep in the occupied territory of California. Not really deep. Only about 90 minutes away from safe zone in Arizona. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry I have missed you last week. I was in Quartzsite, Arizona. I was trying to get going and get on, but it wasn't. The way Quartzsite is going, it is not easy to get on there, and unfortunately, yeah, I just was not able to pick it up and put it out there to you guys. But I will say we're in Palm Springs. We've got a little better signal here tonight, and if I can avoid the computer problems, we're going to be able to pull this one off. So we have updates on lithium batteries, and just installed a couple of 300 amp hour self-heating lithium today. Man, I'll tell you what, I think a lot of people are going to be doing that. We're seeing prices go down to the $200 level. Gosh, and it wasn't too many years ago that they were $1,000 a piece. So it is really nice seeing those coming down. We're going to be talking about that tonight, including I'm going to be sharing a link with you that was shared with me by Don over at Cowboy Biker Adventures. And I've got that info coming up. So if you're thinking about doing lithium, now is a good time to really think hard about getting those lithiums installed. But talk a little bit, and I know there's some people in the room that are getting it done right now, and there is a thought process. There is a process for switching over to lithiums from lead acid. Not quite as easy. Not quite as easy as just swapping over batteries. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And we'll catch up on the fantasy football this week, since I wasn't able to do it last week. We will catch up on that, and then we'll catch up on what you guys are doing there. Real quick here, I had a video kind of ready last week, and I was working on the AC fan motor in the motorhome, and I'll tell you what, that was not an easy job. That wasn't. Dave, the Battleborn thinks they should still be almost 1,000. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll tell you what, and I have had no problem. I think the biggest concern is these batteries. There's a lot of them coming out of China, and they're worried about the quality of those. I've been running on mine Dr. Prepare batteries for over the last year, and they have been flawless. Really have not had any problem at all with them, and I could highly recommend. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll see if we can't bring that up. I've got a little bit of video that I was going to do last week, and I didn't get to do it. So we'll go ahead and run that up. But yeah, I did get it fixed, guys, because the AC that I was working on up on the roof, that is also a heat pump. So that is part of my heat as well. When I'm at the resorts and I need someplace I'm plugged in, I'd rather use their electricity to heat the place, and not having that heat pump was not a good situation. So let's go ahead and start that off, and then we'll say hi to everybody here real quick. So hold on. It is a cloudy day, and it might be a good day to do a repair. I've been thinking about getting done for a while now, actually since the beginning of last summer. I got stuck in Phoenix, Arizona for the June and July. It was hot. I was running the AC both ACs on the coach almost constantly and ended up burning up one of the motors on the front AC. It went bad, and now when you turn the motor on, it just buzzes. I've tried replacing the capacitor on it, and which is, you know, the first thing that you want to try to do, but after that the motor still buzzes. It's locked up tight. I need to get up on the roof. Before I do that, I did get a motor kit here, and just kind of pull this out. Brackets, not sure what the cardboard tubes are. A few extra parts there. I haven't really been into this other than to look and make sure that there's a foam. Again, I don't know where all of these are going yet, but I'm going to get this up on the roof, see if I can't get this motor replaced in that front AC. And today's going to be a good day to do it. So hang on, guys. I need to get all this stuff up on the roof. I got to get it all up the ladder and onto the roof, including tools, all that good stuff. Hold on, guys. So for the first thing I've got to do is get everything up onto the roof, and I've got just a few assorted hand tools. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to need, but I do know that I need to get all of this up onto the roof, and all I have is the coach ladder on the back of the coach. So I've got a bucket here, I've got a length of rope, and I'm going to go ahead and throw everything in there, and then throw the rope up onto the top, and we'll just pull it up that way. It seems like it'll be a little bit safer to do that way. So now let's see if I can throw this up onto the roof. I got it the first time. All right. Well, it seems like every time that I have a project like this, the last thing I want to do is grab the camera, because I'm not an RV technician. I just know that it needs to get fixed, and it's not going to fix itself. So I get up and start working on it and figure it out. So rather than being a step-by-step tutorial, this is really just going to be a matter of showing you the kind of the process that I go through, try to figure this out, get this thing fixed. So I gotta take this shaft out of this collar. It developed a little knurl in. I'm going to move about 3/4 of an inch. It comes real close to this. So this is the stuff that you normally have to do. But I got to Dremel. And I'm going to see if I can Dremel that little thing off. Ooh, got it. That was not easy. Nothing easy about that one. All right, guys. Yeah, that was just a little bit of that video, and I'll tell you that is not an easy job. Whew, I did get it though. It took 2 days. By the time that I got that motor out, I started to get it in. I started running out of light, and it was time to call it a day and just pick it up the next day. And I did get it. I did get it on camera as well, but certainly couldn't be a tutorial. Keep in mind this is a 2004 coach. So that AC's been up there for a couple decades, and nothing wanted to go right. Believe me, everything that you saw in that video was that was sped up because it took a while. It took a while. So let me say hi to everybody, and real quick, I see Cowboy Biker Adventures Don gets first word of the night. He's got he's in Cracker Barrel, at Cracker Barrel in a very wet and windy Florence, South Carolina. How you doing, Don? Glad to have you here. There's Bill, ex-Fired Up's Cracker Box Palace. Glad to have you here. WCRV Adventures, Wayne and Carrie. Hi, guys. How you doing? Sassy Pants for you. There's Miss Jen. Glad to have you here. Rolling on down, Mr. Jim Bertrand stopped in. He's getting ready to get out of Canada. Glad to hear it, Don. Jim. I'm reading through. Jennifer Pignon, Miss Jennifer, another Miss Jennifer is in the house. Oh, you just left Palm Springs, I see. I just got here. I've been here for a few days. Miss Pearl is in the house. Hello. How you doing? I'm sure Mr. Bob is around there someplace. Life with Lenny is in the house. And Miss Angela, glad to have you guys here. Desert Gypsy, that's Miss Bonnie right there. I hear it's cold in let me see if I can take those off. I hear it's cold in Oregon. I bet you'd be glad to get down to a little warmer climate. So my favorite tool, the hammer. I started tapping on it with other tools. I finally gave up and went down below and got a bigger hammer. And it definitely took it. It definitely took it. Bee Trapper is in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh, yes, soon. Yes. I believe that I get you here around the Christmas Eve. Speaking of Christmas Eve, looking forward to getting you here, Miss Bonnie, by the way. Christmas Eve is a Sunday. We will not be doing the live next Sunday. We want everybody to go and enjoy their family, and we will see you guys back again in close to the new year. It'll be open mic night, and it'll be New Year's Eve. And I don't know, we'll have to see what we can come up with for New Year's Eve. So if you want to join us for New Year's Eve, that is the next time that we'll be on. So look forward to doing that. But I know, yes, I thought about this. Bill, and I had to think about it, and I feel the same way. So Don, maybe I need to do a live. If you do, Don, let me know, and so I will put it out there, and so that people know about it. But uh, I will have Miss Bonnie here, and I'm sure we could probably drag her on and make that happen. So, but we will be back to you New Year's Eve night. So hopefully. Hopefully that goes without a problem. That will be, well, I think that may be in Quartzsite. I don't know. I'm going to have Miss Bonnie for a little while, and we'll just ask her what she wants to do, because I have a boondocking location that I just love at South Joshua Tree, and I may have. I'd like to get around there and do a little more hunting around with the metal detector, and see what I can find around that area. A big old Army base used to be, and yeah, I need to come thaw out. So, uh, oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. I'll do a live and open mic night next Sunday. You know what? I will be there, Don. I can almost guarantee it. I will be there. So if you want to pull that off and put that on, that would be awesome. So, oh my gosh. So it did get moved from Quartzsite to Palm Springs over this week. Pretty easy travel days. I did split it up, and I stopped for one night there at South Joshua Tree on the way over from Quartzsite, and I got there, and I forget how much I do enjoy kind of boondocking at that area. It's very quiet, peaceful, lots of stars at night, and then during the day, kind of neat to kind of walk around and see where the old base was there, and I enjoyed that. So it made me think about, I may want to see if I could talk Miss Bonnie into going there, but am looking forward to getting her over to Quartzsite, and we'll probably be at Quartzsite for the rest of the time, the month of January, and after the Cowboy game. After the Cowboy game, I am thinking 7:30 Eastern time, which would make that 3:30 Pacific. I could be wrong on that, but we'll put that out there, both on my channel, on his channel, Cowboy Biker Adventures. Check out his channel. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. Gosh, guys, I almost feel bad putting it off, but I'm going to put off the batteries for just a little bit, just so that we can catch up on the fantasy football. And let's go over real quick, because I didn't get to share that, and we are in playoff season for our fantasy football league. This is I think our third year that we've been doing the fantasy football league, and everybody, I'll tell you what, there have been some close games. Let me see if I can bring that up real quick, and just show you. Boy, it's there we go. Dawn just wiped the floor with me last week, taking the win at 141 to 119. Wandering Stars to Smoke Eaters. Dawn at Wandering Stars, he took a healthy lead and just held it the entire time. Good job. Look how close this game is between Miss Tara and Life with Lenny, and that's Miss Angela right there. 123.64 to 123.28, barely taking the win. And you know what? That was a hard fought battle right there. So Again, another close game between Miss Jen and Cindy Flying Monkeys, 130.96 to 130.38. I mean, these are, you can see over here, this is where they basically battling it out on those Monday night games right here. And boy, I'll tell you what, that was really close. So OE Live Crew taking out the win against Wayne, Couch Coach, right there. And I'll tell you what, I really didn't see that happening. Let's see if I can scroll down here a little bit. OE Live Crew, that's you. That's for you guys there in the comment section. But Wayne kind of held the lead all the way through. Come on. All the way through till Monday night. And then we got over to Monday night, and then the fight started right there. And OE Live Crew pulling out the win against Mr. Wayne right there. WC RV Adventures Wayne. And then over here to Mr. Gary. See if I can pull that up. Gary taking a loss to Miss Carrie right there. And let's show you how the league stood or stands going into this week's game. We have a lot of bye games happening this week, so a lot of your teams have a bye week this week. And let's just go on down. Cowboy Biker Adventures holding the #1 spot. He has a bye this week. Couch Coach and Miss Carrie having a game this week, and we'll go ahead and take a look at those scores here before too long. Life with Lenny, Miss Angela pulling off a bye for this week. No games for those teams that have a bye. OE Live Crew has a bye week this week. Round 1 for Wandering Stars. That's Mr. Don with a bye week. And let's scroll on down here a little bit. Mr. Gary even has a bye week. Miss Jen and Miss Tara, Pew Crew, have a game going on right now. Looks like the scores are relatively close. And yours truly holding a bye for this week. So as the standings right now stand, Mr. Don holding the #1 position. I am holding the #2 position. Mr. Gary holding the #3. And there is Live Crew right there, up 2 places, holding the #4 position. Miss Angela down 1. So we unseated Miss Angela right there. And Wandering Stars, Dawn holding the 6th position. Jenny right there, Sassy Pants at 7. Couch Coach at 8. Here for the tailgate party, Miss Carrie is holding the 9 position. Pew Crew, Miss Tara holding the 10. And Smoke Eaters and Flying Monkeys taking up the 11th and 12th position. So this week, if we switch over real quick, I'll show the only 2 games that are happening right now. Couch Coach and here for the tailgate party, Miss Carrie and Mr. Wayne right there. And it looks like Carrie is projected to take the win in this one, but I don't count anything out until Tuesday morning. So good luck to you guys. That one looks like a battle going on right now. And Miss Jen and Miss Tara are fighting it out right there. So they are the only 2 teams with games this week. The rest of us have bye week. And we will be back next week, and we'll see how that one comes out. So let's see here if we can get back. There we go. There you go. Where is Gary and Carol? I don't know where Mr. Gary is. I'm not sure. So 4:30 Pacific, Don says, for the 4:30 Pacific. There you go. Where is Gary and Carol? I don't know where Mr. Gary is. He's usually here. He's usually stopped by to say hi. Oh, oh my gosh. Well, let's segue. We've been having a lot of fun with the fantasy football this year. A lot of everybody's just been kind of in it and trying their best. So congrats to everybody. It's been an outstanding year this year, and we'll see how the playoffs get along here in the next few weeks. But looking really good for Mr. Don right now. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing how this year pans out. So, again, I really appreciate everybody that's participated in the fantasy football this year, and I look forward to seeing our top 10 teams welcome back for next year. But we have to get through this year first, so looking forward to that. Let's talk about lithium batteries, guys. I'll tell you what, we have not seen the prices the way that they are ever. And oh, there's Mr. Gary right there. Say hello there, Gary. Glad to have you here. If you missed the first part, Gary, we're not going to be on next week for Christmas Eve. But I think Mr. Don is going to step up and do a live, and it'll be an open mic night, possibly around 7:30 Eastern time. So thanks for doing that, Don. If you want to come out and say hi for that live, definitely make that happen. Cowboy Biker Adventures. All right. Yeah, I had Mr. Don, Cowboy Biker Adventures, share a link with me this week, and we were both kind of dumbfounded. We have been watching the prices of lithium batteries come down further and further. And literally, I mean, it wasn't too long ago that they were about $1,000 a piece. And you can spend that. I think Don was saying earlier that you can go to some brands and yeah, they're still asking $1,000 for them. But you know what? Now lithium batteries are dropping down to a price point that is comparable or even better than AGM or flooded cell batteries. And great video from Next Exit here recently, I think within the last couple days, and showcasing some Lithium lithium batteries down in the $250 range. Don shared this link with me for Dr. Prepare batteries that I've been using for the last year and a half. And here, let's see if we can go ahead and pull that up there real quick. And all I can say is, wow, guys, I am shocked. And before it was showing as a Christmas sale. I don't know if it's a Christmas sale or not, but if you look at that, $209.99. And when I first opened this page up, it gave me a 5% off my order with them. So that brings it down really close. They also have, if you buy in bulk right down here, you click this link down here. If you're buying more than, I think it's 4 batteries or more, you can actually even get a better price. And I think I just clicked on it, just messing with it, and I was down to 207 or 205. And they're also including a battery monitor right there. And free with that. No, I don't know how good that battery monitor is, but I'll tell you what, I want one. I'd love to have one. So really like that. I don't know if that comes with a shunt or not, and how that monitors the battery capacity, but kind of a nice little add-on gift for buying Dr. Prepare batteries. So the other thing that I noticed, I don't know if they had, when I got my batteries, I don't know if they had a 10-year warranty on them or not, but 10-year warranty on those. I can tell you that the batteries that I got that are the model before this one, but I believe that they had a temperature protection, freeze protection, and overheat protection. And so far, using them over a year, I am still getting over the amp hours for those batteries. I have 4 of them, and they're rated at 100 amp hours. I've regularly been getting, oh, I don't know what's coming up here. Oh, okay. All right. I've regularly been getting about 425 out of that set of 4. So I am quite happy with that thing. There's still the capacities are still over their rated capacities. That's not a guarantee, of course, but I can't be happier with them. So I've got that link down below if you're curious about that. That link is actually in the description under the video, and you can go there and check those batteries out. So just to kind of let's see if we can pull up some of the information here. Come on. All right, come on. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, I see lifetime expert support, lifetime 10-year, lifetime. I'm not sure what that. I'm not sure what that means right there. 10-year warranty and free local shipping, I believe, with a U.S. local warehouse. So these are Chinese batteries, but I'll tell you what, they seem to be running the market out there, and good for them, quite honestly. So yeah, there you go. Discharging cutoff. Yeah, the thing with the lithium batteries is that they can take a charge down below freezing, but you want to cut those off and not output when it's freezing. And they do have, that was tested by Bob, Next Exit, and that they did work. That did happen. So yeah, I've been very good with those. Yeah, you can wire them in parallel, in series, parallel, and series. So, and I'd venture a guess that they work just fine for 24-volt systems if you want to work them in that way. So, been very happy with these batteries. So I just wanted to pass that along again. I don't know if this is a regular price for them, or if this is just, yeah, it says Christmas promotion up to $120 off, buy one battery to get one free. You can see in the buy bulk and save, there's 4 packs Christmas promotion with $120 off. Let's go ahead and click on that just real quick. And you want to do a little more searching for yourself right now. Looks like I've got 4 for $839 right now, and I believe, I'm not sure because I don't see the monitor, the battery monitor on there, but I believe that includes a battery monitor. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, that is an outstanding deal. So I just wanted to share that and get that shared with you guys. So Da, 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 da. Yeah. Uh, wow. Jim's got 300 amp hour batteries each. Have a 200 amp BMS for charge and discharge. Yeah. Uh, I'll tell you what. I am. If you followed the channel, I am running 6 golf cart batteries that have been handling the charge, the duty, the 12-volt duties on the coach, and I am coming up. I believe I'm coming up on my 5th year on those. They're still holding strong, but I also know I'm going to need to replace those. And I don't know if I'm not going to go ahead and do a couple of the 300 amp hour batteries and use those for that duty. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I know some of them are rated for starting, and I need to make sure that I get starting batteries if I replace those with them. So yeah, we were noticing that. So yeah, Tom and Lori, the Our Vision Nomadic Living. Uh, Tom and Lori are putting in, or they have put in 4 of those. I already touched bases with them. They already had those, and those are the Litime batteries, LITIME, and they used to be the Amper Time. I guess they changed the name of the company from Amper Time to Litime, and they're still good batteries though. And I believe Will Kraus, do-it-yourself solar, if somebody could remind me on his channel, has checked those batteries out, and he said they're good batteries, good batteries. Discharge below freezing, okay. Charging not good. Oh, is it? It's the other way around then. Okay, I knew it was one way or another. And yeah, you definitely want those batteries to shut down when it drops below freezing. Some of the lithium batteries that were coming out earlier in earlier years did not have the freezing protections on them, or they said that they did, but they didn't really. And Will Prouse really did a good job of going in and kind of testing those out. And I invite you to go check out his channel. Again, Next Exit. Bob did a great run on that, and if you're looking for that link to his channel, you can find that over at Next Exit. And he did a good breakdown. And you take the cost of the lithiums versus the cost of AGM batteries, and they are, if you're going by amps, and that is really what you should be going by, is what these things are putting out as far as amps, and your usable amps for your flooded cell or your AGMs. These batteries are cheaper now than the AGMs and the flooded cell batteries, so it only makes sense to do that. Now, talk a little bit about what you have to consider when you're switching those lithiums over, and those that have already switched over kind of have figured this out. You do have to have a way to charge those batteries. Not all of them. There's a link right there to Bob's video, and there you go. Thank you, Tom. um, you do have to have a way to charge it. Now, some of your newer rigs out there do have charging capability for lithium batteries. If you have an older rig like mine, you need to have a charger that can charge those batteries. So my Magnum inverter has been doing a great job at charging the batteries. Have had no problems there. But you also need to consider this for your solar. Your solar controller also needs to be able to charge lithium batteries. So that is going to make a difference on getting those batteries charged up and keeping them charged up. So two things you have to consider right now. So I'm totally running everything on batteries right now. Yeah. Yeah, if you're boondocking, lot docking, and you're someplace without, it sure comes in nice, doesn't it? I'll tell you, it sure does. And again, there it is the process. Tom's figuring that out. There is a process to get that thing swapped over, getting those flooded cells out and getting those new ones in. If it's too cold for your lithium batteries, yeah, go someplace where it's warmer. Yeah, you're obviously, but if there are some of us out there that like to hang out in those cooler areas, and we don't want to worry about it. I will say having those batteries in the same bay with my inverter, that inverter puts off heat as it's powering the coach. And I have noticed that that whole bay is warmed by the inverter, and it's generally 20 to 30 degrees warmer in there in that cooler temperature. So, yeah, birthday boy. Tom just had a birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Tom. 40th. It's Tom's 40th birthday, and it's a big one, he said. So congrats to you, Tom. Da, 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 da. Oh, is everybody ready for Christmas, by the way? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that process. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that process. I recommend go to Bill Solar and Quartzsite, get your system one day totally done. I'll tell you what, there is something to say for that, Don. I will say. Yeah, Lori says I saw that. Lori said the 70th decade, and no, it's 70. No, it's no, it's not. Lori is she. I'm not going to say she's wrong. She's just misspoken. That's all. That's all. I still say it's your 40th. So go with that. Go with that. Still making presents. Yeah, I think everybody. I just went to Walmart today doing a little bit of last minute Christmas shopping, and there was a lot of people there. So you're not the only one. I'm not making any presents this year, but I still have to go and shop for them. So there you go. Yeah. Not travel the way I do without the DC to DC charger. Yeah, I did have to add on another part to charge my coach batteries, and having those charged. So a DC to DC charger is absolutely a thing. And again, more things that you have to think about. I had to upgrade the wiring, all of the connectors. I added on solar up top, which required new lines to come down. And I can tell you about that. Don't buy cheap Chinese wire for those lines coming down. I had eight AWD, 8 wires, 8-gauge wire, cheap Chinese wire, and I ended up having to replace that. What was that, in Utah or someplace? Buy good copper strand wire. Don't scrimp on the wire. So Lori washed Tom's clothes, so she knows how old his socks are. There you go. Tag just said runes. What is that? I don't know what that is. Runes on the tag? Just saying. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it was. If you remember, I spent a few days on the coast in Oregon with Bob at Next Exit and Miss Pearl, and we had a fantastic time going and swapping all that out. It was quite the production we had going on. I tried to buy everything ahead of time to make that happen, and I have to thank Bob once again. We did a pretty good job and managed to get that all said and done. Took a few days, and there were a few things to figure out afterwards, but I couldn't be happier with the lithiums that we got, and those were provided by Dr. Prepare. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I'll tell you, I've been very happy with those batteries, and having that sale going on right now, I couldn't recommend them enough. So if you have not gone or switched over to the lithiums, that might be time to look at them and see. And Litime, Litime, the ones that Tom's putting in, I suspect are just as good a batteries, and they've got uh, great prices going on as well. So good to see those all coming down. So ancient. Oh, well, then Bob wouldn't know that. Bob's only 40, or Tom's only 40, so he wouldn't know that one. There you go. I'm sticking up for you, Tom. I hope you see that. I'm sticking up for you. Oh my gosh. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I am almost done. I've got the tree set up. I've got. I'm quite happy here in Palm Springs, California, and going to spend the Christmas holiday. Miss Bonnie is actually coming out. We're going to spend the Christmas holiday here, and then right after Christmas, by a few days, we'll be heading out towards Courtside. I don't know. I'll leave it up to Miss Bonnie because she doesn't get to do that, and I don't know if she wants to choose where we go. It doesn't matter to me, but we'll be heading that way. So, oh yeah, that except for goat heads, I have to tell you, I've been warning her on the phone. It's like, yeah, there's something you should be aware of. Now, Miss Bonnie has been 30 plus years in the invasive weeds program there in the state of Oregon. And she's not very happy with all the goat heads I've been telling her about that are here. And we may have to do a live and talk about that. So it is an invasive weed, and it is something that she was telling me about. Yeah, people drive into areas like this, and then they drive off, and it gets on their equipment. It gets on their. I went over and checked out the tires on the truck. There are at least a couple hundred stuck to the tires on the truck, which basically means every time that I leave here or go someplace else, those little goat heads are going to be dropping off and spreading that all around. So I have been to Palm Springs Thousand Trails here a number of times. This is by far the worst I have ever seen it. And if you don't know the goat heads, I don't know if I can find one. Yeah, funny. I'd sit there and talk about it. And they're a little sticker. Can I get that? I don't know if you can see them. They're only about that big. If I can hold it still, but they stick in your feet. And this one is mashed and has been walked on, but they look like little goat heads. And I saw somebody else going by, and they had boots on their dog's paws. Thank goodness, because if you have dogs, you wouldn't want to let them just run around out here. They're the animals that I have seen that are just out going for a walk have been struggling, limping all the way. It's kind of sad. So, Dave, is 400 amp hours enough for someone like you? Residential fridge, induction cooking, etc. And it has been. I have not had any problem with 400 amps. I originally thought that I wanted somewhere in the neighborhood of 600. And I suppose if I had it, I would be using it. But I can tell you, I haven't had any problem. And I'm an energy hog, guys. I do not mind running this coach just like I am here plugged in. I'll go out boondocking and I will run the microwave. I'll run the induction cooktops. I was running my generator, just to give you an idea. I was running my generator about 2 hours per day to keep up the power with the power usage off of the old batteries. And with these now, I have reduced that down to a couple hours per week, and it has been fantastic. So, oh, now Gary is just showing that there you go. I'm watching live on a new fridge. Okay, at some point we're gonna get you on live on an open mic night, Gary, and you're gonna have to share that. You're gonna have to share that. Oh, but yes, to answer Bob's question, 400 amps. I would say that's a minimum. I would say that if that's going to handle everything that you want to do. I just even with running a residential fridge, and I tell you what, I run my Keurig. I still have my Keurig coffee maker. It is still kicking out 10 plus cups a day for me. And that Keurig uses more power by I think about double than what my residential fridge uses. So just to give you an idea, I am a power hog. I don't deny it. So I share. Yeah, I wouldn't. Dave would buy 2 more. Yeah, I'm I'm not against it, but I'm thinking that I won't. If I ever do switch over, I'm probably going to replace all of those golf cart batteries with more lithiums, and I probably am going to need to go towards the starting type lithiums. So they do have lithiums that are made for starting, and that's probably what I'm going to need. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge. So yeah. So we're gonna, we're hopefully, and I'm sure that Miss Bonnie will. There you go. I am sure that Miss Bonnie will be happy to get on the next live that we have, and we'll talk a little bit about that because, yeah, you can do a little bit to try to avoid spreading those when you run into areas like that, including watching your tires and making sure that those things are off your tires. Haven't. No, goat actually stepping on goat heads. I don't know what Tom's sharing there. I do not know. I do not take any responsibility for whatever Tom is sharing there. So, laptop, 2 TVs, internet uses about 300 watts. The internet uses about 300 watts. Does it really? Wow. That's a lot. I saw, Don, you have how many amps are you running, or how many batteries are you running? I think those are the 100 amp batteries. Don has a few more than I do, I think. So, all 4 uses 300 watts. Okay. There you go. And that's what I have to look at. 800 cranking amps or I need to get 4 200 cranking amp batteries. They do have 200 amp hour output batteries, and so there's a little bit of homework there to do with that. But I did not think that I would have as good a luck as I have with the 6-volt golf cart batteries. But I can tell you, 5 years later, after using those golf cart batteries to start this coach and run the coach for a number of years, I've had no problem at all. No problem at all. So, but lithium, I think I'm going to have to switch over. So, what is that? Lexi got so used to goat heads, cues, she would just hold her paw out and wait for removal and then carry on. Like, I don't know if they had did they have the goat heads in Q? Because they have another thorny cactus out there that's purple and it's small ground level. And boy, I know the dogs play hell with those. So, so yours, yeah, your onboard generator takes a little bit less than obviously a starting starter for starting an engine as big as a coach or a pickup truck, something like that. So they do have starting type lithium out there, and that may be something that I want to look and see. The liquor stores. Well, see, you're covered then. You're covered then, Gary. Right there. Gary. What are we going to do with Gary? All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the having an ability to start those or to charge your lithium batteries. That is a must. So before switching over to that, I know that, but say hi. Oh, hi to Sam in Virginia. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard from Sam in Virginia in quite some time. They're watching from home in Vegas. Hi guys, glad to have you guys watching. So yeah, I'm one of these days I'm going to get back to Las Vegas, I promise, and I'm going to hit them up and go over and say hi. So I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't gotten over to Las Vegas in a while. So I changed up my route. Actually, being stuck in Phoenix this last spring kind of threw me off for a loop as far as traveling and where I was going. So hopefully this year will be a little bit normal. So we will see. But that's the main thing though. And then of course, having the solar to charge those batteries up, that is what's going to save you as far as having to run a generator or not. And I can tell you that I'm at about a break-even point. I used a little bit more than my solar panels put out. I'm at a whopping, I think, 1,500 watts up on the roof, and I stay pretty level. I use a little bit more than what I have coming in. So generally, once or twice a week, I need to start that generator up and let it run for an hour. And so that's why I say I've got good. And it having not using that generator feels a lot better. I was running about 7,000 hours on that generator now, so I gotta go easy on that. So, just bought 2 new AGM starter batteries at AutoZone. I was surprised how much they cost. Yeah. but they did do the install in the parking lot. And when you're switching over and you already have the lead acids, you know, especially like on a car or something like that, you're doing okay. If I have to replace those starting batteries on the coach, I have to protect and keep the coach from trying to start to charge those lithiums, because it will suck the power out of that alternator to the point where it'll wear your alternator out. So switching, I've already got that covered, and I've got that limited to, I believe it's 60 amps. It's either 50 or 60 amps. And that's the max that will come out of my alternator to charge the lithiums that I've got. So, oh, that's a good right there. 350 to 1550. Oh, you guys, that is going to be a game changer for you guys. That is fantastic, Tom. That is fantastic. I can't wait for you to get that system done, and boy, that will be a game changer for you. I just know it. So I knew that you were putting the batteries in, you were putting some more solar up on the roof, but I didn't know exactly what. We're still waiting for Tom and Lori. Tom and Lori have got a video out, and they're just starting the process. And they are filming, and they're going to be putting that out whenever they get that done. So should run your electric blanket, Tom. Does Tom does? Here we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gary says you can get a welder now, Tom. 125 amp hours to 400 amp hours. Isn't that something? There you go. Yeah. All right, guys, we are running over time tonight. I just, there was no way I was going to let this. I'm sorry we ran late tonight. If you could see up in the sky, there's actually palm trees, and the laptop was not having it. It was not having it tonight. So I fought it, and finally it's like, okay, I'm about an hour later than I wanted to be, but we made it happen. So we're going to wrap this one up. Miss Pearl right there. I think that summarizes it all for everybody. Everybody have a great Christmas. Again, I'm not going to be doing a live next New Year or Christmas Eve. So the next live happy hour live will be New Year's Eve, going into the new year, and that will be an open mic night, so you're invited to come join in on that one. Cowboy Biker Adventures will be doing a live, and I believe that is going to be 4:30, but watch for his 4:30 Pacific, and watch for that notification out there. Otherwise, we will see you guys. Well, you know what? It's Christmas. We'll just Merry Christmas to everybody, and we hope you all have a fantastic New Year. We give a lot of people, there's a lot of Merry Christmases going out there. And let's go ahead. Take care of fantastic. Man, you guys are amazing. So we give everybody a little, there you go. Give everybody a last word. There you go. All right, guys. Love you guys all. We will see you guys at Dawn's live. I'll be there. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Live life full time. We'll see you next week. 2 weeks. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Get it.